Hi everyone, I'm Amy Martella. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist associate here at Sanctuary Psychological Services. For today's Mental Health Minute, I wanted to talk about anxiety. For many people, anxiety isn't new. For other people, it's something that maybe the uncertainty of the last 6 months that we've all been living in has brought these feelings to the surface and they're being experienced for the first time. One of the things that we all tend to do, whether we've been experiencing this for a long time or if it's something new, is we want to rush through these feelings of anxiety because they're not comfortable and they can even be scary sometimes. But what that can accomplish instead of making it go away is it tends to intensify the feelings or it makes them stay even longer. So while it may feel counterintuitive, really what we want to do is we want to give space to these feelings. We want to have the ability to process them, which really does serve a purpose. When we give ourselves the opportunity to sit with our feelings of anxiety instead of turn away from them, it can actually help us to shorten the amount of time that those feelings are there. It also gives us the opportunity to figure out some effective ways that we can manage these feelings, both the physical things that we might be feeling and the emotional. Those are both important things to be addressing. Think about grounding exercises, breathing exercises, working on the internal dialogue that might be going through our heads telling us that we can't do this. Let's remind ourselves that we can, that this feeling is not permanent, it will go away, and it gives us that opportunity to walk from the start of the feelings all the way through the end. Again, showing ourselves that we can, even if it's not comfy and even if it's definitely not fun. Another false idea that we might have is that anxiety is a purely bad thing and we just need it to go away. Really, we don't want it to go away. We just want to be able to manage it. It is a built-in alert system that we have within us, and we need to be able to utilize that. In situations where our alertness or our awareness needs to be up, this alert system kicks in, our anxiety, and therefore we're able to jump into action in those situations where we might need to. I think of kids around a pool or around water. I know that as an adult, my awareness and my alertness needs to be up so that if somebody needs help, I can help them. It also may function in the same way around relationships that we have. Sometimes our body will alert us that we are feeling anxiety in a relationship because it's trying to tell us that it's time for something to change. Something needs to be different in that relationship. So here's what I hope you take away from this week's Mental Health Minute. First, anxiety is something that most of us have or at one point will feel. And it will be unique to each of us and how we experience that. 2, allow space for it when the feeling is there. Don't try to rush through to the end of it. And lastly, remember that anxiety is an alert system for our body. It might not be comfortable and it might not be enjoyable, but it's there for a reason. And our goal is not to remove it completely, but to really learn how to manage it effectively. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any topics that you would like us to touch on, just reach out and let us know. And Carrie will be here next week with the Mental Health Minute.